Suppose we might as well start a little early. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and how are we all this evening? I hope that we all are doing well. Got this nice, soothing background music going. Hello, Jason, Sapphire. I actually wanted to play the Doom music in the background because I was working on that today. But I figured I'd probably get a copyright strike. But the good news is I am finished with all of that. I just need to compile the video and we'll get the new first 40k words this week. Something to look forward to. But that's not why we're here this evening. We're here this evening to open some cards. As a test run for the big opening. So this is my very not professional setup. And for the keen-eyed of you, this is duct tape. So it's a very reputable stream we've got here. Good to see you, Cactus. Oh, we'll still have some people filing in, so we won't start opening for a while. But I'll explain my setup and my reasoning for this setup, especially in relation to the big stream. So the idea is the booster boxes will be over here. We'll open up the cards over here and then place them into a file or into sleeves. But then you can see the whole process and there's no shenanigans or whatever. And then you can get a nice close view on the cards, which for the Warhammer cards is important because you can scan those into the game and get free cards. So it's a bonus for any who actually play the game, or the digital game. They'll get a whole whack of free cards. Probably a couple $100 worth. But anyway, as for these cards, there's no digital equivalent. I'm not giving them away. As strange as this may be, these were actually in a cupboard of mine. I'd forgotten all about them. And with all this Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh opening, it reminded me of when I used to collect Magic the Gathering. And then some snooping, and then I remembered I had these cards, so I figured, well, might as well open them. They're doing me no good sitting in a cupboard, sealed. I honestly can't even remember why I didn't open them in the first place. It's not like I buy cards to not open the packs. We have these 10-year-old packs. I mean, I've been collecting Magic the Gathering cards on and off for the last 20 years. But, like I said, I can't remember why I bought these, not a booster box, and why I didn't open them. But TCG Player reckons that each one of these booster packs is $17. There's 16 booster packs, so that's something to look forward to. Apparently, the most expensive card in this set is a Mox Opal, which is on a normal version is $32, and in a foil version is, yeah, they're pretty. It's $17. Theoretically, I can pull the Mox Opal, which is $30, which will pay for a pack. Chances are low. The problem with evaluating these is most people don't buy loose booster packs anymore. It's dodge in most circles to buy it, unless they're highly valuable packs. buying just a booster pack is, as a collector, it's fraught with fraud. A lot of people just buy the booster boxes, which has the cellophane around it, which has the marking for Wizards of the Coast. So yes, they may be worth more unopened, but stunning them would be a pain. Not that I would. I enjoy collecting, so. Which is why I'm confused as to why I didn't open them. Just a rough count earlier, and I've got, I don't know, 10,000 Magic the Gathering cards. Thereabouts. So, yeah. Thank you very much. Got one or two. At some point, I was thinking of one of my big milestones, if I ever reach it, is getting the channel logo tattooed on my hand. But that'll be one of the bigger goals. So hopefully, I mean, I've ordered the Age of Sigmar Champions booster boxes. Hopefully enough boxes to get the whole collection in one go. Because that's my aim. Is to finish the base set in one sitting. It might take a couple hours, but I think it'll be fun. It's kind of been something I've wanted to do for a very long time. I figured might as well do it now. Entertain myself, entertain you guys, and give away tons of digital cards. Everybody wins. I think we can start with the first pack. Slowly move through them. Like I said, this is going to be more of a test for the big stream. Whenever those cards arrive. Which hopefully will be before the end of the month. And you can see my old nasty fingers. Yeah. So, sealed pack. Skull, anime chick, star, and another anime chick. Gaming dice. And then this one is just dragons and kabuki masks and stuff like that. Okay, so yeah, this is sealed. I haven't faffed to open it. And we can go. You can tell I haven't opened booster packs in a while. There we go. It's opening there. I can't remember the order of these cards, but the back one should be a random card, some description. Camera is not having fun. Right. Hello? Debug it? And this is why we run these tests. No idea why now all of a sudden that it's starting to. Anyway, so we've got a poison counter, which is only going to be in the back of every one of these cards. As far as my memory serves, there is a legendary card that you can get, which is one per booster box. And those are the mega rares, and then there's a foil chance of all cards. Good evening, Ken. How are you doing? Alright, so we start off with the commons. Plague Stinger. Pretty cool picture. Like a really nasty mosquito. Got Nye and Maya, colorless. This writing is better. Okay. Another common. Blue enchantment. There's an unhappy dragon. Oh, cleaning the shower is never fun. Insectile type armor. Yeah, we'll see. I enjoy the collecting more than like the big ticket items, but those help as well. And I love looking at the artwork. I mean, I can play Magic the Gathering. I haven't played it in a while. But I don't even know what the current rules are. But I enjoy the art and the joy of collecting as well. Got a blue. Common. Sorry, common. Golden Urn. Foundry. It doesn't look like it's a good idea standing in the lava like that. Angry Tauren type person. Now we go into the uncommons. Golem Artisan. Now does that mean that he makes golems or that he is a golem that makes stuff? Okay. Got a land at the back there. And the last card, which is a rare, the Grind Clock, which is probably not worth too much. How do you how much it's worth? Not that that is the point of the stream. Means first of all I need to be able to spell. Okay, that's 31 cents. Dollars. So a very, very significant card. And that's the first pack. Which, I mean, I'm liking this art. Some of the sets, the art isn't that great. You guys able to see these cards decently? Wow, for now. Not in any particular order. I mean, I really don't have enough booster packs to even get remotely close to the completion. Another booster pack. All sealed. Still. Right. Everybody has their own technique. I don't know. I kind of like. What is it? This sort of electricity golem-y thing. I think that's a pretty cool artwork there. Especially with the way that the purple sticks out from the lightning. Okay, so back card is a foil. Evidently just saw. This isn't like Yu-Gi-Oh cards where you, or Pokemon cards where you take 3 to the front or whatever. You'll instantly know if you have a foil if you just look at the back. It kind of ruins the surprise. Got a soldier. A counter card. Not actually part of the actual collection. Oopsie dee. Lots of cameras and stuff happening here because what you can't see is just here, the microphone. So I'm having this delicate balance between my hands at the camera and the microphone and my big gnarly fingers hitting everything. Okay, so we've got a sci-fi looking xenomorph here. Looking pretty cool. Another angry mosquito. A bullet xenomorph. Shoot these ones out of rifles. A cranky looking basilisk type thing. A merman with 4 arms. A bomb. That's pretty cool. Just a sort of see-through glass. Always have to have goblins. I have no idea. Looks insectoid in origin. Got a big worm. An unhappy looking rat. Pretty cool armor. Okay. The rare card, which is a Spick Shot Elder. And then got a forest and 1 card behind this, which will be a foil. Nice. Look at it. Looks pretty with the light on it. It is an uncommon foil. Normally, it just doubles the value of the card. An uncommon card's probably not worth more than $1. But it looks pretty. So 2 packs and 1 foil already. That's not bad. I'm just sleeving the uncommons and rares for now. One thing I do like about the foil is, does this one have it? I know one of them, they had you used to have a mark here, so you could only see it on the foil cards that there was a mark. But that was, I think, was like the first generation foil cards. Okay, next pack. Exciting stuff. Sealed. Not sealed. I'll try not to show anybody the back of the cards. So we won't know whether there's a foil until we get to the end. Which kind of ruins... I've been trying to think why I've seen more Yu-Gi-Oh openings and Pokemon openings than I have Magic the Gathering. But I think by the nature of how the packs operate, they are more... just call it stream-friendly packs. than with Magic the Gathering. Because immediately, if you look at the back, you'll know if you've got a foil card or not. But with Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon, you don't. You move 3 cards to the front, and then you're not guaranteed. Anyway, what do we got here? Another poison counter. This set really seems to be going with this sort of ergonomic xenomorph design, especially with the armor. Angry Peasant. Seems to be missing most of his scythe. Angry Minotaur, or Gremlin. Maybe a Gremlin that swallowed a Minotaur. Yep, that's why you don't play with fire. And so the 4 arms. That merman had 4 arms as well. Yeah, so. Again, with this sort of xenomorph type smooth lines. Angry Basilisk. Angry Tiger Lady. That's pretty cool. I like how it goes between the color of the picture and then to black and white. Very different contrast. Mer Lady. Golem Artificer again. That's cool. Looks very determined. Almost Gremlin-esque. Okay. First uncommon. Second uncommon. Third uncommon. Not a fan. Rare. Bland. You guys, if you want to ask questions or say anything, you're more than welcome to. Unless my chat has just randomly stopped working. Packet number 3. It's funny, I can't actually see the cards. Thanks, Ken. Much appreciated. It was some friends of mine in primary school who were playing them. Their older brother played it, and that got me into it, and then I started collecting from then. It's a very nostalgic thing for me now. Okay, so another pack. Thank you very much, Jude Lucas. It is very much appreciated. But it's funny, you listen to, especially from Americans that I've listened to, their childhood was Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh, which weren't available in my country until I was an adult. And strangely enough, Magic the Gathering was. So it's the one that reminds me of childhood, rather than Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh. This little mech dude. Quite cool. Mothra. That's a pretty cool set of armor. Second time we've had this guy. Same with that one. Third time we've had the Angry Basilisk. Suppose that's why they call them commons. Well, the only place around my area that had Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon were the flea markets and the like. And they were all grey market. Yeah. Collecting is collecting. That's why it's a TCG. That's why I like it. Is you don't need to know about the game. You can just collect it because you like the artwork or for the sake of collecting it. I mean, there is the aspect of the money as well, you know. But to me, that's not a big thing. It's the completionist of getting a full set, looking at the artwork, just enjoying collecting something. Unfortunately, it does end up being quite an expensive hobby. Got a Kung Fu Mantis dude here. Swamp. Wall. Guy before. Now that's not something I'd want to find in my apple. Maybe an apple I throw at somebody else. Common is either the world's worst harp or a very big crossbow. That looks wrong. It almost looks like the arrow goes that way, which would be the wrong way on this. Look at this. That could be the flight. Hey Tim, how you doing? Hey, we got a Smith. Wife action going on here. That's a seed of some description. Yeah, I mean, Magic the Gathering, there are some expensive cards. Yu-Gi-Oh! There is some tremendously expensive cards. Okay, here's our rare card. Bunch of balls and some forest dudes riding on them. And then we've got a forest soldier. Token. Strangely enough, when I was a kid, Magic the Gathering cards were actually more accessible to me than most comic books. If you can believe that. Yeah, like I said before earlier, I've played since 4th edition. Yeah, somewhere around there. And I've been collecting on and off for a serious time. I think I've got the latest one was 5 years ago. Call set 2015. Maybe. Yeah, so do I. I mean, these packs, I didn't even realize I had unopened booster packs until a year ago. So, I figured, seeing as we've got the big Warhammer TCG opening coming up soon, I'll test out my setup that I'm going to be using there. Open these cards, have a nice chat, spend some time with you guys, and that's it. I mean, if you guys want more of this stuff, just let me know. I don't mind. Although, at this point in time, I'm more inclined to do non big three TCGs, so not Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, or Magic the Gathering. There are quite a few sets out there that I want to have a look at. Some nice artwork out there. Also, with the Warhammer one, I don't actually know how to play the game. It's one of those things. I downloaded it, I went through the tutorial, so I've got the basic rules. But I figured, since my first booster pack, basically, one of the things I've always wanted to do is sit down and finish a collection in one go. Just... Oh, that's a nice way to get into it. So yeah, it's been a silly thing to want to try finish an entire set in one go, which I still have not done. And after some research and some of the YouTubers I watch have been doing pack openings, it kind of rekindled my interest in the cards. So I figured I'd do Warhammer, which is in theme with a lot of the sci-fi we do. It's got the digital component, which people can get free digital cards with. And then I get to try and finish a set and have fun doing it. And it's still around. Vampire the Masquerade. It's one of the original ones. Wizards actually saw this the other day, but they sold it to a separate person, and they're starting a new set. There's a Star Trek TCG as well, out of print. Star Wars TCG, out of print. It's tons. I think one of the other ones that I want to look at is Final Fantasy. Those got some nice artwork. Most of the TCGs have an element of strategy to them. My biggest problem was, and I think this would happen with any, whether it's digital or physical cards, that for the best decks you need all the cards. Which puts somebody who can't afford all the decks or all the cards. There was a big case about it, because they didn't. Wizards of the Coast didn't own the game rights to Vampire. They only own the rights to the TCG, and they've sold it. And I think there's a Kickstarter now to try get the TCG going again. Okay, so we've got Angry Ball of Red. Yeah. Give me a second. I think it's actually got 2 sets ready. Final Fantasy. Checking on TCG Player. Sorry, I lie. There are 14 sets. 15 sets. So that's entire booster box collections, 15 different sets within Final Fantasy. That's one of the sets I want to look at. I think I fall into, like most TCG players, that I played a specific game and I didn't really look at other sets. But they were also very difficult to get in this country. And now I just want to look at the other sets. I want to collect them, even if I can't play them. Have some fun with them. Okay, we got another ergonomic xenotype design. Yeah, it does get expensive after a while. Not even after a while. At the beginning, it gets expensive. But if these streams and these videos do well enough, they help offset that cost. I mean, I'm not planning on these being massive streams, but every little bit. And it's fun for everybody. I don't really have many hobbies left. Cheers, Lucas. Have fun. And we got a thingy. Pretty cool stuff. Angry insect thing. Lava. Elephant man. More lava. Invasion of the pod people. Not a bad set of armor. Big hands, though. Rogue. PK. I think this is supposed to be a horse type. Okay, rare card. He seems to be enjoying this quite a bit. I've played a couple, but many years ago. Now, this didn't used to happen. Outside of your base sets, you would never get lands. But I think they include it in everything now. Yeah, I've played some Dungeons and Dragons, Robotech, Call of the Cthulhu, but that was when I was a teenager. Hey, number next. Sealed. Good and proper. What do we got here? Now that is one ugly stalk. Robot. Armor again. Biplane. Chicky with the staff. Me after I've eaten beans. Killer blob. This one is weird. I don't know whether you can see that. Their abdomens. Very weird. Like exposed muscle. But not like an injury. And yeah. I mean, some of the lands are actually worth some money these days, which I find quite weird. Got a tick type thing. A bugler. A cube. It's the easiest Rubik's Cube to solve. Almost said that's a bromance. Yeah, but I mean, these are basic lands. So they fall outside of the standard collection. Special lands like dual lands or special effect ones would fall within the collection. So they'd fall into common, uncommon, or rare. Yeah. Just poking a big stick in there. It's a unhappy axe. Another one of me after eating beans. their card is to me, was it first edition, second edition, the Dual Lands? Those always, I love the look of those ones. Never managed to get one. I think the most valuable card I have is a Mox Diamond. Okay, and or whatever that dude. The very angry wood sprite type thing. Swamp and another token. And from the videos I've been watching recently, one of the things that has hit me is people aren't enjoying just the fact of collecting. It has to be worth something to be worth, something. It has to be worth money, otherwise it's not worth it. But like I said, I enjoy just the collecting and appreciating the cards. Ooh, you get to stare at my hairy knuckles. Which is also kind of why I want to go with the other sets, not the big three. Because, I mean, the Warhammer ones, they're not really worth a lot. And the claimed ones, which is ones that have been scanned, are worth nothing. So I'm giving away all the value, and I actually don't care. Somebody gets value out of my cards, it's fun. I get to collect the cards, I get to have my own fun. Okay. Got a telescope. Why does he have a telescope? Just very random. Mean armor and then just a telescope. He doesn't have eyes. Why does he need a telescope? And why couldn't they just build it into the armor? Scythe do it again. Bad case the worms. What I feel like when I have a cold. One's not bad. Weird effect. Angry birdie. Hot rod. Must be a goblin hot rod. Yep. Goblin hot. I saw. Don't even need to look at the creature type. Just look at a goblin. Still like this card. Little tick, robotic tick. Thingy. Angry rats. Darkness Magic Edition. The Arena. Brought to you by Rage Shadowlet. Joking. Okay, got an island. Oh, that was rare. An island and got 2 cards left, so that this is a foil. Feel for the and third break. Quite pretty. Yeah, goblin decks were always fun. Very fast-paced decks. Just learn not to keep my the camera. You don't get a camera full of knuckle. I used to play red-green. So I used to use the speed of the red with the instant growths of the green to sort of power your way through. So it would be quite strong early game, but as the game progressed, it would lose out. But then what you do is you keep your high-end green creatures for the end game. That was the theory anyway. But the way I learned Magic the Gathering was kind of an arseholish way. The person taught me. Because they didn't teach me the real rules, they taught me home rules first. So I thought those were the rules. And that's the way I played. Until I went and I got a rule book and I read the rule book and realized that the way they played is nowhere in relation to how the actual game is played. So that was a bit of a wake-up call. Gonna drink some water. Yeah, it depends. Problem is, if everybody plays the same home rules, that works. But when you're meeting new people, and they don't play the same home rules as you, it's good to have a base understanding of the rules of the game. Hey, guy's about to have a very bad day. More worms. Fantasy type thing. Vicky throwing her toys at the cart again. Who holds the staff? Like, cool. That is a one thick ass. That was one bad joke. Drake, that's the foil we got previous. Goblin, there's that little tick mech thing again. Just in a different setting. Looks like he's gonna play some Bejeweled in the background there. Bad satellite reception. That one's nice. Reminds me, what's Princess Mononoke? Yeah, Princess Mononoke, the Forest Guardian and Princess Mononoke. Okay. Protest. There. Swamp. Insect. I also think something is lost in digital card games. There's something about physically opening packs, collecting, that is different. I just don't get it with like the Magic the Gathering, the Hearthstone, so on. One of my favorite decks was I don't even remember which set it was from. It was the Sliver deck, and they had a specific green-red combination where you could get to a 10/10 trample creature within 3 rounds if you played the right hand. Just annihilate everybody. Okay, next one. Problem with not having nails. Okay. This is also very different to the way I normally open packs of cards. Which is normally with my teeth. And as fast as possible so I can see what I've got. With the enthusiasm of a 10-year-old. Anyway. Boar dude. Minute gremlin. Minotaur gremlin-y person. Armor. Root's girlfriend. Took me a while to realize that shape. Yet again, me after beans. Green table. Bomb. Titan here. There was 16 packs in the beginning. We still got 5, 6, 7. So this is the 10th pack. 9th pack. Thick Asp again. Drake. Centipede of Doom. That's weird. That's a double. That's extra large can of beans. I mean, he's had to install an exhaust system in here. That puts me to shame. But Aragon. And a swamp. One problem with the internet is people die every day, and then they've not died every day. The amount of time Stanley died before he actually died was quite remarkable. Never easy to tell. But that's 9 packs so far. All commons. Tokens. Okay. This should be number 10. Well, I could technically say me, because this is my work. But I doubt that you mean that. Some calming music, some pack opening. We can do some ASMR. Just to get those memories. Yeah, that's the sound of a booster. Okay. Big fishy. Seashell of Doom. Seashell of Doom plus Big Fishy equals a... reminds me of something. One of the Transformer movies had something similar to this. Lightning is a good boy. Steed. Not a good boy, but it's close enough. Pretty cool design. It's our stone tick again. Got there. Golems. Bad satellite reception again. Or is that lava soup? Elephant Man. We've got Simba. Beat Harry Potter. But I feel like most mornings, I can't go on. That is way too many eyes. Got a nice drake here, rare. Pretty nice, does it? I like the wings. And then a nice mountain. I was so broke when I first started playing. I had to take my friends' cards, photocopy them, cut them out, stick them to cardboard, because I couldn't afford my own cards. And they allowed me to play. That was the only way I could get my own cards. Until I saved up enough money to buy my first starter packs and packs. And this is back in the day when it was just really crappy black and white photocopies. Number next. But it's all in good fun. Playing with friends. Learning the game. I mean, most people now would probably tear their hair out with how we treated our cards. But it wasn't about collecting, it was about the game. Hey, worms, scythe. The thing. Well, the other thing is they were just happy with somebody to play with as well. Budgie of Doom. Tick dude again. Lava shock dude. That's a big shield. Rock climber. 28. What's that? 128 hours later. Dwight the Rock Johnson as the Scorpion King. No idea what this dude. Exhaust fart dude. And then skull. Very weird. And then well, before the age of the internet, it was also very difficult to find people that had common hobbies. So you just latched onto who you could find. Which is not necessarily a bad thing. You get to experience new things. I had to walk 5-kilometer round trip to go buy a pack of cards. That's when and if I had the money. I wouldn't even do that now. But back then it would be spend 2 hours walking, go buy a single booster pack of cards because that's what you did. Heartburn Deluxe. What I feel like some days. Lioness with a pike. Thing. Angry elf. Oh, she's back. The staff. Throwing toys at cart. Armored tick. Yeah, but I mean, there's a difference between interneting and then still being able to socialize with people in your area. The internet in the original days is everybody was everywhere. So finding people in your local area who also happen to internet was not easy. And then have the same hobby as you. Look, an ant. Look, I'm being attacked by an ant. It's Anthony. Come on. See? It's Anthony. Be free, Anthony. Be free. Go play with your friends. That genie person. I was not dropping no eaves, sir. Hobbity. A lone squawk. Gollum. Test of courage. Look, we got rule card. Welcome back. That's interesting. Tells you how some stuff, well, the new stuff works. Don't care. Not playing. And plus, it would be 10 years out of date. Cheers, Tim. Thanks for popping past. Hope to see you with the big stream. Just keep an ear out on the normal channel. Oh, well then. Hey, we got 4 more packs to go. Okay. There's a Geiger tick. Very interesting. Angry elf. Good boy. Again. You think he's trying to compensate for something with that throne? Maybe his magic's not big enough. I reject your gravity. Make a tick. That one's weird. Like a xenomorph goblin. The xenomorph from Prometheus. The original. It pops out at the end of the movie. Looks like that. If it had more goblin feet. Angry guardsman. Somebody who got a bit too much blue balled. That dude attacking him with the booger. Like it's coming out of his nose. There's some serious booger magic. Other test courage. There we go. Here's an advanced land. Rare. Dual land as well. Got a swan. And we got other cool card. I suppose it could be compensating for something else. Maybe he's got small feet. Okay. Number next. This bone art seems to be quite common through the series. This boar has heartburn as well. The Gremlin Minotaur. Fat Golem. Probably eating too many sprockets. Would it be Brussels sprockets? Fire Dude. Titan. Yeah. There's always one of those guys that likes to shine their torch in your... Just for no reason. Teamwork is not happening here. And you got them facing opposite direction, facing and shooting opposite things. Good if it was that. And posing. Not forget posing. In the middle of a battle. Probably not the best team. Testing the bull's temperature. Artifact. Looking a little grumpy. Very uncomfortable chair. Oh, we got a legendary. What do we got here? Wormcore. There you can see it's an orange thingy-mabobby, which is a legendary. Which, in this case, is the second most, That is the second rarest card in this entire set, and it is worth $21. Cool picture as well. I like the sort of armor plating. Sort of a cross between a Virm and a Dune worm. Sorry, this is the second most expensive non-foil card. It would be worth about twice that if it was. Oh, it's not too bad. Now, with Magic the Gathering, if you don't know, you get one of these per booster box. I think on a rare occasion you can get two. Which makes collecting Magic the Gathering all without trading or buying individual cards very... Because they'll have like 5 of these, 10 of these in a set. So you'd have to buy at least 10 booster boxes if you wanted to collect yourself. And then that's when things start getting very expensive. Okay, second last pack. Okay, another Xenomorphy type dude. Mothra, Angry Lioness, Zombie Rat, Migraine. Still a very bad idea. That's just a design flaw. There are so many jokes I can. But they'll probably get my channel banned. One hell of a bonfire. Plasma bug. Explosion. Angry. Golden dude. How can you not see this guy coming to attack you? I mean, he's glowing. Even in the daytime, he's going to stick out like a sore thumb. Okay. Rogue attack. Huh. I don't think we'd get it, but there's a second legendary. Just, which you shouldn't get two in a booster pack, but apparently I did. Champion, a player. Oh. Mosey. He is blah blah blah. He is worth $8.20. Oh. That was unexpected. The way she's holding the staff is almost like a minigun. Staff. Okay, the last pack. But before then, just gotta get something to drink. Just drink something quickly. Oh. It shouldn't be too much longer. I don't have any more booster packs. Right, that thing open. Okay. We've got our unlucky clover. Oh, that's a new one. Birdie. Pretty cool neck type thing. Got all lobes for the brain. Migraine. Too much fire. Do you think somebody's standing in the background with a laser pointer? Just distracting her? Just a giant laser pointer standing on the mountains in the background. This dude, reflecting a laser pointer so that just to distract that one. Wall. There's the laser pointer. It's ordained. It tells a story. So we have this dude reflecting the laser pointer, distracting the lioness. It all makes sense now. Each booster pack is its own story. Righty. That was actually nice Drake picture. Now that is some serious navel gazing. Hulk smash. Cross between a dog or pit bull and porcupine. And then that's it. That is all the pack so. Somehow we managed to get 2 legendaries, totaling up to, what was it, $50 somewhere around. So it only took $250 worth of booster pack opens to get $50 worth of individual cards. So, I mean, worth it. If this is what you look for. Yep, that's it. All empty. The original loot boxes. So what do you guys think of the setup? Does it work? Do you like it? Like I said, I like having the flow, so you can see everything happening. Completions of the pages. One thing I will do for the big opening is, because I'm going for a base set, I'm gonna probably put stickers just so I can quickly see the names of what's supposed to go where. And put the foils in the back. I still like that lightning one that we pulled from the first pack. For some reason, that one. Kinda like the artwork on that. Not quite coming through with... There we go. As if I turn this light out. There we go. I can't tell you why I like that one particularly, but that one stands out to me. I think the general art style of this one also is a lot more different than I remember. The Princess Mononoke one is also pretty cool. Yeah, I'd have to say those two are my favorite out of them, just from the art style. And this one. And also, I like. A quick status update. Things are going to continue. The TFOS releases will continue. As you can hear, my voice is fine. I mean, I'm a bit tired, but it is 12 o'clock at night for me. I've been working the whole day, so these things happen. There'll be an extra 10 on Christmas, as per the community post. The Doom Guy Isekai, I've got all the stuff ready. I finished recording it a while back, but I wanted to do Doom visuals for it. So I went and finished Doom 2016, recorded it. So we have that running in the background. That should be releasing Monday, Tuesday. Sometime next week I should be getting the special edition TFOS script story that I paid for. Hopefully it lives up to expectations. Could be entertaining all around. can't think of anything else. If you want to see more of this type of content, let me know. Drop a comment down below. I mean, this is fine. I normally suffer from insomnia, so it isn't too much of a problem. But my biggest problem is trying to figure out a time which suits me and suits most of my audience, being in America. So it's either 11 o'clock at night or 3 o'clock in the morning. They reckon that the best day is Wednesday for releasing stuff. But for me, Wednesday is like midweek, and a lot of you guys work. Saturday at least gives everybody a bit more of an option. But yeah, if you want to see more of the stuff, like, comment, all that YouTube stuff. And then also keep in mind the big stream. If we can get that shared and all of that, that would be great. Because those cards are up for grabs. Whoever scans them first into the app gets free cards. I don't care about the digital side of it. It gives something back to you guys if you want to play that card game. Or if you know somebody who plays that card game, get them to watch the stream. Even if they watch it on mute. And then, yeah, depending on how that goes, we'll see. I will work on getting another set. Oh, you mean series? 9, 10? The top of my head that I can think of. Just some of them, a lot of them I have stopped releasing. Or releasing irregularly now. And part of the reason why I started the 40k series, the first 40k, is to combat that sort of drop-off of authors. So I can do the first 40,000 words and then not have to maintain it. So if an author drops it after then, it's okay. It doesn't really affect me as much. And then planning-wise, it makes planning my day, week, a lot easier. Because any given day, I don't know how many new chapters there are that I'm going to have to narrate. So it messes with my planning a bit. As far as current series go, First Contact should continue until February at this point. And then we'll see then what will replace it. I've got 2 40Ks coming up, which is Doomguy Isekai and The Bystander from Royal Road. And then I'm also planning on doing the next 40k for Randomly Ghost Town and for Metaworld Chronicles. People have asked that I continue those series, but it's I've been burnt out in those series, so it's difficult. But if I've got a set amount of words that I'm reading, I can kind of put it aside and then just get it done and then leave it up into people's hands. Because with all the 40k stuff, 40k words, I put the stipulation that it needs to reach X amount of views and likes, which I know will take a while. So it gives me time to come back off of being burnt off of the series. If that makes sense. Double series. Because Walk This Life has also started publishing again, which is cool. Epic Loot has started again. Mud's mission seems to have gone on hiatus. Cool. Have a good one. Glad you enjoyed. And I think that's my stream. It was, what, an hour and a half for 16 max. Not too bad. As long as everybody had a good time, we had a good chat, we had some fun, collected some cards, saw some shiny stuff, got the second most expensive card in the set. Much stuff happened. And that's one of the ones I enjoy. Oh, well, I actually enjoy all of them. It's still light-hearted and amusing for me. I don't narrate any story that I hate or dislike. If somebody paid me money to do it, it would be a different story, but on my channel, specifically, I just narrate what I want to narrate. If I got bored with the series, or I got burnt out in the series, like I have with Randomly Ghost Hound and Metaworld Chronicles, I would stop doing it. And then maybe pick it up at a later point. Anyways, I'm going to call it a night, people. I hope that you all had a good one, and I'll see you later. The next premiere should be happening, or release should be happening in half an hour. Cheers, Jason. Oh, I'll see you all later. Remember, if you want to see more of this content, leave comments below, yada yada, YouTube stuff. And I hope you all have a good one. Cheers.